Hi guys, how you doing? I'm Todd.
Behrman.
Todd Behrman. Todd from Lord. Here to talk a little bit about our upcoming release. We recorded this new album with our drummer, as of recent, ex-drummer, Tony Petroselli, who did some mastering work for Steve and I with Palkowski. And did he master Blacklisted too? He did, didn't he? Yeah.
I forgot about that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really fun to have Tony actually join the band this time around. It wasn't fun for him because he hates fun. But it was definitely fun for me anyway. I really appreciated this experience. One thing that was really nice for me too is like going in and working with he's very surgical about the way that he goes about recording, and it was a nice, refreshing change to be with him because he was someone who works very quickly and he works very professionally, and he's very, very good at helping you find the right tone for yourself, helping you find the right sound, and he makes a good producer as well. I mean, like, he does, I think, for our style of music, think a little inside the box. But I really love the way that this album came out. I really loved the fact that he also gave me the opportunity to use new gear that I haven't used before. I got to use an Engel Powerball, which is the first time I've ever used one of those heads for most of the guitars, which sounded magnificent. I think they all came out sounding really good. I think my guitars in particular came out sounding some of the best of anything that I've ever done before. I think this album really is a big step up for us, musically and also in production quality. I'm really excited to release it.
As far as having known the band from the early lineup with Andy and Rob and Steve, and watching Seventh Gate playing with Lord and watching Vogue play with Lord, and then seeing the band evolve into the Chief lineup and Golgotha, and then get Chris in the band, and then you entered in on Awake and Blacklisted. So what the evolution of the band, what can you offer about thoughts on that, from being like outside of the band as a fan, and then being in it, and then being as sort of like, I think we all agree it's a pinnacle of growth for the band?
I mean, it's practically a completely different band now. Like, member-wise, it's almost entirely a different band. I mean, Will is the only original member left in this band. But I can say that from the get-go of when I joined, I guess, what was it, 3.5 years ago, something like that.
Close to that, yeah.
Seems like more.
It does.
It does.
I've always tried to write to the style of
that is right.
what Lord has always sounded like to me. Like, I remember some of I think the first time I ever saw Lord was probably 2006. But like my first real memories of watching Lord, the first time I really remember watching and paying attention to Lord was at Krug's in Frederick, and I want to say it was probably like 08, 09, somewhere in that ballpark.
09.
Something like that. And they at least from what I understood at the time were really kind of pigeonholed as Doom, and I really didn't care for Doom too much at that time. But Lord always stood out to me as being someone like, well, I like these guys. Like, this band, I could take or leave them. This band, I could take or leave them. Slow stuff was never really my jam. But Lord always had an energy that a lot of other Doom bands, most other Doom bands that I ever remember watching, always lacked. And that was one of the things that attracted me to that. And then, when Chris joined the lineup, that was a huge thing for me too, because I'd always wanted to play with Chris. So I was really, really happy I was able to do something with him. And I've tried, again, like I've said, I've tried to keep very, very similar to the same style as Will writes, while still trying to throw in a little bit of what my own taste and my own style is as well. But I don't want to change the band. I don't want to change the sound. It's gone very well the way it's been. I don't want to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.